All right, guys. So the next thing that we need feedback on is a little more amoebish, a little bit nebulous and ill-defined. So they really want us to begin really tracking data through Infinite Campus. That way we can pull reports and have a consistent log of our student behaviors, so we can start making some more data-driven decision making. So for instance, the last question dealt primarily with like chronic absenteeism. We see that through our school report card. I knew that coming in 2 years ago that about 30% of our students are chronically absent. So that is a piece of data that now we can make some policy decisions about and then track what kind of student outcomes we have. So one of the things that we're thinking about is using Infinite Campus to start collecting all that data so we can see where problems are and start making better informed decisions. So we can determine whether something is fact or whether it's a feeling, or we have data to back us up when we do make these choices. So with that being said, we need to know what kind of things you need or we need from the behavior management portal of Infinite Campus. So one of the things that we talked about is like when you go in to report stuff, the list of infractions is huge, right? So how could we collect some data and say, okay, we really only need 5 of these, and make some distinctions between like this is this is that, all of that kind of stuff. So Aaron is just kind of concerned about like what do you need more information on? Do we need to whittle down the list? So we talked pretty heavily about like when you go to do a referral, it's pretty intense. And like if we whittled down that list, that might make it more accessible to people. Do we need to know like what kinds of things we need to log, which once again would help with the list, right? You could look at that list and say, oh, this is something I should log. We need Do you need to know like how to mark things so that they go in the right way and everybody's getting emailed the way that you think it's happening? um, what do you need help on? What are like the most common infractions that you see that you want logged? What should that list look like? How could we make it more accessible? What do you need to track that data more effectively so we can be more responsive or even proactive as a system? So that's really the nature of the next question. Like I said, not really a yes or no, kind of up in the air. What do you need from that behavior management portal? And what do you need from us as information when you're logging things into that behavior management portal?